We had a pretty good one for our guys out in Albuquerque today. I actually sent my contact info over to a senior property manager at a huge real estate company. She handles all the properties in the New Mexico area. When I reached out to her, she expressed that they had some issues with a property in Albuquerque and they're looking for 2 re-roof quotes at the country club. So we're going to go out there next week on Tuesday, give them a replacement quote on one of their TPO roofs. It's about 10,000 square feet. They also have a couple other jobs they want us to do in the New Mexico area. So super excited to build this relationship and can't wait to see this one close.
Got a pretty good appointment for our roofer over in Tyler, Texas with a 60,000 square foot manufacturing facility. They've got a section of the re-roof that they're looking to get some projects done. So we're going to go out there next week, check it out, give them some quotes for some repairs and coatings.
About 30 minutes ago, I got an appointment for my client over in North Carolina. Pretty big one. It's with a photography studio, which usually aren't that large. This one is very large. I talked with the systems administrator over there. They're currently working with another IT company, but it's kind of open to getting a comparison, also seeing what we offer that might be out of the scope of their current provider, because we're more in the compliance cybersecurity aspect of things, and he did mention that they did have an initiative that had to do with compliance towards the end of the year. So I think it'll be a very productive conversation. They have about 750 users, one main location, but they have people out in the field across 28 states. So we got that set up for next Thursday at 1 p.m.
I set an appointment for my roofing client in Arkansas today. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. It's at a college campus. They have multiple buildings that need to be looked at. They have some shingles and other damages from the hailstorm they had a few months ago. So I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, so got a really good one today. It's with a mineral and rock digging company. They also do natural gas, so they're in that realm, in that industry. Spoke to the head of department, IT, infrastructure, and security. They have around 450 employees total, about 250 of those utilizing devices. Currently working with 2 local companies, our competitors. Always open to seeing options as far as a price comparison, as well as services and the level of service we bring. So I think it's going to be a great one. It's scheduled for mid-August, and we're going to kind of go over their contract and how we can potentially be a resource to them. So super excited about it.
I got 2 appointments today. My first one is for our solar company up in Illinois. Is with a bakery. They hadn't looked into solar before. He was concerned I was just selling him power. I said no, we design and install entire systems, so we're meeting Tuesday next week to at least give them a rough draft and then schedule a follow-up at that meeting.
What is today, National Ice Cream Day? I think it's on the 20th. Or it's on the weekend. Let's start with news about ice cream, because I'm an ice cream guy. Brenda, what do we got going for ice cream today?
We've got 4 gallons of ice cream. So we've got chocolate, vanilla, two vanillas, and the, I don't know how to say it, the Neapolitan, the one with the strawberry. All kinds of toppings.
Who's a Neapolitan person? I like chocolate chip or like a cookie dough kind of ice cream. We got some mixings that we can add in. All right, we'll start first. I think we'll go with the birthday first. Nick LeGrand, I know we were chatting about that.
Yeah, it was a work from home day. So my mom hooked it up with a bunch of surprises. I woke up with a dozen Dunkin' Donuts and a large iced coffee sitting at my front door, hand delivered. And then at lunchtime, Emo showed up, knocked on my door. And then at dinner time, another knock on the door, nothing but cakes. Oh, great. Yeah. My mom did love that.
Round of applause for Mike.
Birthday's in like 4 weeks, right?
I'll let her know.
All right, cool.
And because you're an adult, then your car had to get towed, right? Yeah. Couldn't ride the high for too long. Had to give it extra go. Oh man. Matt Bonebreak, I think he is out on bereavement. His grandmother, grandfather. So keep Matt in your thoughts and prayers, guys. And I know that always stinks when that happens. We'll give it to him next time he's here. Ryan, where's Ryan? Happy 2 years. Woo!
team update, us playing golf, that was fun. Yesterday was interesting.
Any boxes you checked or accomplishments?
Yeah, no, I mean, I got engaged, so that's exciting. Since I've been working here, made a lot of money, so that's always nice.
Did you buy a house too?
Yeah, we're in the process of buying a house now, so we're looking.
Ryan's been a tremendous member of the team, worked for a lot of clients, a lot of MVP belts. How many MVPs do you have? 8 MVPs.
That off top of that.
He remembers that the good ones do. Guys, he's been awesome. I don't think I can say enough, but I know your clients appreciate you. One guy, this is a great story. His meetings were so good for a customer, we won't name names. The customer salesperson decided to just quote the business himself and steal it from the customer and try to go out on his own or something like that or whatever.
Yeah, he was just taking a meeting.
The leads were so hot and they were so good that the people at the client site were actually like fighting over the leads on who they should go to. So if that doesn't say, speaks to the quality of work, I don't know what else. Thank you, Ryan. Ross Sifford, where you at? Ross, right here. Any fun stories, accomplishments, things to look back on?
You know, honestly, it's been all really good. I still think of this just funny. Somebody got mad at me for sending him a hawk the first time, and he wrote me a formal email about where I could stick my pen. So it was just, it was weird. But other than that, super happy to be here.
I remember that he was like, "Oh man, what do we do?" I was like, "I don't know. Screw that guy. What do you mean?" There's very reasonable people all over the world, but there are a couple crazy people. Let's just call it what it is. A couple crazy people we run into. Whether you're shopping at Walmart or you're doing some sales, it's going to happen sooner or later. And I think it was a fun story. Ross has done a tremendous job in a very short period of time. I think one of the big stories that comes to mind is Red Roads Networks. They kind of skeptical joining up. They were in New Mexico, and I don't know if you guys know about New Mexico.
Black hole.
It was a black hole. It was a desert. It was this broken down piece of trash place that anytime we called a company in New Mexico, they would say, "I don't even know why I'm in business here anymore. I'm thinking about moving, I'm closing up. Albuquerque is a hellhole." You know, we'd be like, "Okay, cool, all right, we'll call you next month." And so like, when new people would start up, they'd call New Mexico, and we kind of give them some trouble. And then a lot of shit, yeah. And then lo and behold, we get a client in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Ross just totally defies the odds. He has how many clients in how many months?
So we've been working with them beginning of the year. We just closed our 10th deal. We have one out right now that's a 22 monthly reoccurring with 300 users, 5 locations. It looks really good, and just running it.
Ross, great job. We do have Grizzly tickets. Laura sending that stuff out. The blue schedule's released. We're going to start, kind of got away from it. As you guys know, Laura was out for a surgery, but she's back in the swing of things. She's been working, but it's been mostly remote. Should be in the office a little bit more frequently now. Grizzly games are available. We figured out a system where you can go to the concession stand and get food and drink, kind of included like you did at the Blues game, right? Be responsible. It's a little bit of a drive. We don't want to go get, smoked or whatever. It's food and drink for you and your guests, not food and drink for the section, right? Or somebody you met in the parking lot or whatever like that, right? You and your guests. You can take yourself, one person, there's up to 4 tickets available. If you just want you and a date, it's fine, we'll have other tickets available. I think there is a game tonight. It's Jeep night. We're going to celebrate Jeeps. It's a really cool place. There's a lot of pros that are coming out of there, and most of the signage is up, and it looks pretty cool. So if you want to go flex and say, yeah, hey, I'm sitting in the front row, I can go to the concession stand, I don't even have to get my credit card out, I can provide food and drink for, if you want to go impress some folks, I think it's a good way to go do it. And it's a good entertainment for you guys. The blue schedule's out. There's more concerts and things and shows that are coming up. We'll be doing those here again soon. And then just kind of leaving on a high note, things are going well. We're growing. It's awesome, but I think that being in a transparent, type of business, you get to see some funky stuff that's happening. We work with small businesses. Sometimes guys do some funky stuff. I'm here to help you win and grow. I know that some of you guys have needed my help shaking down a commission or something like that, from a client. I got to go shake down some payments from clients every now and then. That's just like the business world. Don't let it give you a bad attitude or sour kind of what's going on. Like anything that's worth doing and pursuing, that's good. Like it takes effort and consistency. You got to kind of stick to it. There's a lot of temptation to everywhere you go. Right? We got social media. We got clients trying to do a shady thing every now and then. I think it's a great thing if a client wants to talk to you. That's awesome. And don't be ashamed if you're ever. It's normal to be approached or be tempted by stuff sometimes. I think the differentiation or an important thing is what do you do, right, in a scenario where you are tempted, right, or you can display what kind of character you have, right? That's something that really sets us apart, and we get that feedback a whole lot from our customers. They know that we're working hard for them, and they know that we're doing right by them. They know that their name's on our map, right, and we're not actually servicing 5 clients and giving them all the same, leads and things like that. And there's big dollars and stuff, right, that can be involved with stuff. I am able to help you guys get commissions from customers while you're an employee here. If you aren't an employee here, it's kind of hard to go get commissions. And another thing I will say is, we're not going to name names, but we are getting a commission check right now from an existing client for about $2,200 a month, $2,300 a month from somebody who voluntarily resigned. I think it was last year, and they were getting like, I don't know what was going on, but the whole point is, if you would just kind of stick to something for more than a year or so, you kind of get to see the benefits of it, which is why we're crafting our agreements the way that we're crafting them, setting up the expectation that, hey, the hardest part of getting in shape or doing sales is kind of in that first period, that first year. Then after that, you get to reap what you sow. It's like going setting appointments or planting your crops in the field and expecting to go harvest, next week, right? So lead by example, operate with integrity for your clients, have a positive attitude, and then, just know that if you do the right things now, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months from now, you're going to be benefiting from the work that you put in, okay? And in a society where everything's like right now, I just don't get distracted by it, guys, okay?
I got an appointment for my client in Maine today. It was a masonry company. They were looking to get a quote for IT support, and they, just off the rip, were like, if it's more expensive than what we got right now, we're not switching. So I think my client tends to quote on price, so it shouldn't be an issue for him. And I think we can go in there, give him a good price, and see if they want to switch.
Just got one for my roofer in Texas. I spoke with the maintenance manager at a manufacturer. His facility is around 57,000 square feet. They have multiple leaks that they're looking to get done, and their transformer on the roof is also causing some active leaks. So they're wanting to get a quote for that, and then a separate quote for new gutter installation and adding extensions to them.
I got 2 today. One's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. It's a manufacturer. We're going out there. They got some leaks. We're going to be giving them a quote on repairs, possibly a coating. That's like 175,000 square foot. The other one is in Vegas. We're going out there next week as well, giving them a quote on a re-roof. They have literal holes in the roof, so it's a temple. We're going to be giving them a couple quotes.
I got an appointment from a guy out in Massachusetts. It was with an automotive company. They have about 5,000 employees. I had originally reached out to him in February. He said he was never not open to working with other people, at least seeing what was out there. And then a couple months later, I reached out again. He told me to give him a call in a couple months. And from there, his senior accountant reached out, and we got some time set up for next week just to get a virtual meeting going to kind of share our pricing and structure, and hopefully it goes well.
Alrighty, so I got 2 appointments today. First one was this morning for our partner up in New York. This is a construction company. They have an MSP that they're working with, but we are pretty close to them, so they'd like to hear us out. We are going to meet with them next week over a Teams call on Tuesday. It's about 50 users. They have a few locations, and they're all cloud-based, so should be a good conversation. The other one that I just got not too long ago was for our partner up in Toronto. It's a nonprofit. I've actually talked with this lady on and off for the past couple months. I spoke to her late May. She told me that they're going through a risk assessment and said to reach back out mid-July. So caught her on vacation actually. She picked up during the voicemail and said it was perfect timing. They just wrapped up the risk assessment. It's about 114 users. Cybersecurity is super top of mind for them right now. So we are going to have a conversation on July 28th. Should be a great call.